All right, guys, if you haven't seen this, I'm telling you right now, there will be plenty of spoilers. Obviously, I don't give away the full film, but I'll give away enough that you may not actually want to watch this. So, Captain America Brave New World came out this year. It's an hour and 58 minutes. Now, I will reiterate, I give the full spiel. So, if you haven't watched it and you don't want any spoilers, then don't, just stop. Um, but anyway, so let's dive into it. We have Anthony Mackie as Sam Wilson, our new Captain America. We have Harrison Ford as President Thaddeus Ross. We have Danny Ramirez as Joaquin Torres. We have Tim Blake Nelson as Samuel Stearns. And we have Giancarlo Esposito as Sidewinder. Now, as you've seen in the trailer, the whole film is about Captain America against the villain, which in this is the Red Hulk. At least that's what the trailer makes it out to be. Now, we knew right off the bat, Anthony Mackie cannot overmatch Chris Evans. There's no way. It would be very hard with how well Chris Evans played Captain America for Anthony Mackie to surpass him. However, Marvel did a good choice picking Anthony Mackie because, he brings his own persona to the character, and I think that's what they were driving for, because obviously they weren't gonna replace Chris Evans. He did an amazing job, but they still needed to, keep the hype going for Captain America. And I think they did well with casting Anthony Mackie. Now, the whole film is centered around him and Joaquin Torres trying to save the world from, unknown terrors, and Thaddeus Ross is trying to get a treaty because they found adamantium, which I think this is how they're going to put Wolverine into the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe. But anyway, that's just my guess. So, he's trying for this treaty, and he ends up almost getting shot by the original super soldier. And so, obviously, Captain America's close with him, and he wants to help out. However, Thaddeus Ross doesn't want to hear it. We find out that it's actually a very dark secret that Thaddeus Ross has kept, and that he's the main villain in this film. If you are watching this film because you want to see the Red Hulk, just go to the last 15 minutes of the film. They show all the trailers like he's in it, more often than not. Well, guess what? Last 15 minutes. One of the biggest things that I enjoyed about this film, though, is they did bring Liv Tyler back, who was, actually, no, that's my bad, because Jennifer Connelly was, but maybe Liv Tyler was in The Incredible Hulk. I don't know. I haven't watched The Incredible Hulk because I can't even get through it without falling asleep. I have an issue with Edward Norton. Anyways, so, like I said, the film isn't bad. I highly suggest you check it out if you aren't interested in Marvel. Because like I said, Anthony Mackie doesn't do a bad job. Harrison Ford, he still does a good job. But it blows my mind that they picked Harrison Ford when, anything had happened to him. He's old. And if you want the Red Hulk to stay, it's like... Anyway, that's just comics. It's a headache in a handbasket. So, IMDb gave it a 5.9 out of 10, which I'm not surprised. I kind of assumed that it would bomb in the box office, but because it has the Marvel stamp over it, it didn't. It just didn't do amazing either. So, if you are interested in watching this, it's in theaters now, but I would wait until streaming, honestly. It's not really worth that. I did skip over my rating. I give it a 2 out of 5 just because I didn't really like the story. I didn't like how we were misled so much. And I mean, Tim Blake Nelson does play a very good villain, but I don't know. Yeah, just let me know what you think.